peaceful cause. Thank you very much. Keep the fire burning. Go there Saturday and vote. Ivan, Mami Mau Akwaba.
Alaska, Major so.
Not Boko there.
Nyamia Doma Hodin.
MVP goes to push come Saturday. Ejabo, Achela, and Abrino Edu. Ivan, Yanko, Ghana to say.
Alaska, the kind of mention and mention what here for Ghana to say there things that more muti and Obi and him said the Ghana city. We best out don't say we are Butuma, said the Ghana city and Obi.
Right.
But the Biamaka the most important thing is life. Once we have life on there is hope. We can carry ourselves on the wings of hope. So the next day need to be better. And that is all that we are fighting for. This struggle yeah we win will be best here. We don't know the cost involved in this struggle, but there is one thing that we are certain. We know that the outcome will be good and will be positive. So that is why I think the shaman phone crying in as much as the environment, it look quite bleak, because there are many who have concluded say, hey, Ghana that. And I'm sure say what ready so what be
very well.
Yeah, Mohammed win or say over from Monday to Friday. There be but you do this with the hope that things will get better. Because Obia Kasa Ghana Ninja into Obia and Tuninsa, Obia Fan and Sunshine about Tom Nayam Kwada. We best see your mind about. And there I keep telling people, say, so Ghana, Otia Brochiro, Opako, Afghanistan, Opako, US coin. It doesn't matter how far you go. Home is home. Your homeland, it doesn't matter how far you go. A hana ye fear until we all have a role to play. Sabe a bit me build your mind. Nasa wankasa kwa na wontena ha sabi achirima na onuanom no for wom no ebenya a better place ko ba bia wo bia nipa na gisi wotena se build your money be ye and we cannot be cowards and run away from home and forget about our root o ye den ha na ye nyina e free. So I think that you're moving motivation. So we really need to work hard to ensure, say, in as much as the political landscape, you are skewed towards certain individuals. I said, free said they are so big. It doesn't matter whichever way politics play out in this country. It will benefit them. Now, I'm a catcher, Captain Smart to say most of our politicians in Ghana, or more question like a whale in water.
A whale in water.
Whale in water. Bonsu Kasia. Yes. If you are a whale in water, you are bigger than everybody. That gives you some advantage. And do you know what you do? If you are a whale in water, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is to open your mouth. When you open your mouth, the current of sea nankasa will carry plankton, that is seafood, need those things onto your mouth. No, I can't.
And that is your job.
That is your job. If you are
to open your mouth,
all you have to do as a whale in water is just open your mouth. Keke. Now what can't or you no food will come. Uncle bre uncle do unya sanity.
What is the importance of the
That is how we have created this political system.
Right.
Oh papa, ebe ye politician na so could do the bia. One kasa that immediate family no there. Obia, you can go holidays abroad, you can, but one kasa will nam for one na not the same way who are supposed to have equal economic opportunities, When you turn around to your next door neighbor, poverty and the idea Alaska what you fear now what mean 4 square meal edi na ma me na ote wo mfachire ho no sabi ba kopa kro be di no e hwan ye de ama no na se wani gi a na wonya na nyansafo na wonya nipa wo ye badwema a society where we are able to create your friends an environment asabi de ni bi kura no anya hwe de obedi de obedware de obefra ne basic needs obenya access to health quality health care no so sabi na ho atona mana de ne ho no sa society no is what we are trying to create. And yet class struggle say when the wasika na when the say na when adru say leadership no import no anya sa na tie so bra ne kasa ya kasa ya man 40 radio so am for taking up this advocacy talking ni nyina and say you betimi create this kind of environment asabi obi ada sorry a obenya hope na nipa nkasa me de me ne da so me ma me ne bi me papa ne bi nti sabi me kwa kukume ho ana me de me nim say me yehwe a enyeye. Do you know the majority of people who end up becoming criminals in our society is because they don't like there is this veil of hopelessness. They don't know where the next option is coming from the following day, so we risk life and make a what I say, these people any option. I'm not justifying it, but why some of them get into those things, you know. But two no who opportunities was sabi metimi ABC the nasa me da soro kwa na me de ho kwahye adwuma mu a menya bibia ye oye nwe no omote amana ne omote US yi the here so be da so na won kata wa adwu so be ya adwuma sa wo be ya adwuma nko a de ade obedi de obese de even unu be ba krom ha ba be ya japade kra wo benya bi. But if people are willing to work, people are willing to say, yeah, that's around a partner and say for be a juma bisa. I want say, hey, fana, opportunities new free ba. So I don't explain why people are doing everything to ensure say, baby, I be doing. They say they're more than the new court, but going forward, there, I see a bottom bind and I see a better sir. We have to be very vigilant. Now, young policy happenings on the political arena. Sabe betimia max anima ye Kenya abam.
Right, very well. Ivan J. Innocent and Autenika is a social activist and a political analyst. After 0541-825106, medical catcher was a some Biblinano. He had done much into the NPP presidential primaries slated for Ochina, Ejabo, Eganenya Babeju. Na medical tira was ye chesi kana ne masuti bomode se would buy star 274 star 6 hash na enjamesa ma draw star 274 star 6 hash. I want somewhere yambo win NPP goes to Bush come Saturday, which is tomorrow. Yanko
Alaska enya nwanwa because you see Agyapong say practice democracy. Makacho say political parties are vehicles. You use to capture political power. And so where your constitution said they see drafting and political parties have an instrument nipakuo ekamhobom use it as a vehicle to capture political power. And there are internal democratic arrangement every political party be set in place to ensure say line of leadership and I say why no why to me bibi ba di someone be di party na nim no ayan hyehyeye na se for edigu so ordinary no enyam nwanwa. And I think even if you go outside Ghana, now you too when you share other dispensation in our democracy and that is what is normally done in terms of here selecting leaders and then as a foreign. But Alaska, we've gotten to a point that much of the discussion isn't about the process itself, especially with the MPP going into this and then there is a normal process. But now the discussion has reduced to the level of say the quality of men that have become an option. So we MPP near you are supposed to choose one of them.
Very well.
The quality and what's national here political landscape now. The only conclusion you make is Alaska quality na at the lower bar no so low to the extent say if you look at some of the characters who are putting themselves up, wanting to be president, and mirror, and give you a certain idea, the kind of political landscape I yet home. Now, me catch you say, politics here used to be a serious business, where men of great conviction, men who have excelled with the brilliance of pen and good speech, and display wits, good character, and good moral judgment. That is what it used to be. But now, the arena, there has been a hostile takeover by some jokers and some individuals. I said, what's in China? How can this person sit down and design? Say, when you have the moral courage, say me president, but you can't blame them because Alaska over the years, if you look at the way a manner things have played out, Chrome has said now. A man never be that so as a president in the saying that there so be able to me. Oh yes, I have food to the stance as a say na you there. That's all be able to me. And I think say and you have through this particular level you see some of these people wanting to be president. I'm a say politics is a serious business. And until say who said who and who and I did 2 minutes to be a shed and sat some remedy of mine and you be making sure say you be put priority and premium on those things. Na ya shemu kana amani pa sabi omo nim de na obetimi do ho ato no so say nipa no ba na ono akasa kura vision bi obetimi aboa ama oman no ne nkanko na ye pere ye nsa beka no say you knew that particular level. Now you hover the whole discussion around extreme partisan politics where political parties will just decide there mambisa yeah be. And I saw no Kuma. Oh, Alaska. Some bisa be na de babu minor. The kind of fight, the kind of struggle, you mu be hoping senka yen sabeka na Ghana destiny ni yasesa, hoping to change the political narrative. No, Alaska, we will never get there as a country. Because my culture say leadership said the city no, the soul of the country. Whoever becomes president, on the driver or minor to where that country want to go.
Very well.
The vision that was established under Nkrumah's regime, coming from Nkrumah, that is his dream or tenacity. Then he enlisted individuals, or more whatever that it takes. I met me to execute some of these things. Nyaman or and nothing Nkrumah itimi So Alaska, choose leader. You need somebody with a vision, somebody with a foresight, somebody with a strong moral character, somebody of strong conviction, somebody who is not weak, very stronger, or very pragmatic and very intelligent, emotionally stable. That person, Alaska, when you assume the reins, then the whole country is at your disposal. Your job is to enlist individuals who have competence and whatever it takes to help you execute the ideas that you have. And we are president, because every single brain in the country is at your disposal. Your job is to enlist those with whatever it takes to beat me. But over the years, you're reducing to those partisan lines. And I say, maybe a president, I say, partisan line be my loyalist.
And that's a family and friends.
I don't know. Because my culture say you must be a crazy person as president. Say Ube president na Uba bedino. What the people who are loyal to you as a person I do mubedi. I damn that because unfortunately over the years I don't dominate a political landscape. Where the loyalty to me means that we in permanent. Now how cultures of mine we are president there and that you need people who are loyal to you. You need people whose loyalty is to the state, to the people, and to the constitution.
Very well.
People with the requisite qualification. And the end say omuni personal ties. Omuni family relation behind those people no more ye na because onimse of former. There is no personal connection to extricate themselves from whatever blame they will face squarely the consequences. And then they happen play out in the US and other places. Sabia the Jumana Shawansa, a yawo, need the Obetimiaye. So one to me and then now from Alaska and Marano Bedi. That is the system that we need to establish. But over the years, Nipana Yedi to me Besha Monsa El Krumhano turn out to be so why madam for why na meeting in a year Juma. So at the end of the day, if we end up enlisting these people. We are close associate, loyal, listening as a forum, who shall say your boom boom maya. In the first place, what compromise? Because these people will definitely err. And when they err, the courage and the convictions to look into their faces and say, what crosses the red lines, and these are the consequences, that moral judgment, you can never have it. So at the end of the day, your government will be compromised, and corruption and as for will become a clear manifestation. And I think that is what is playing out. And so apart from Rawlings, successive government or Mabanyina, so buying the best say a former. The people who are very close to the president in the Sabino. Just look around.
That's right.
People who are very close to the president, no more say buying in a basin there, but be a way. Because so we know be a strong character as a person, or strong conviction. Now the line be sign a hot. I'm not on who say even we have that close ties in there, but these are the red lines you don't cross. So until somebody may establish those things in Alaska, you will never succeed. The government will crack from within. And the results will become a manifestation for the public to see. So leadership is a serious business. And I was telling you the last time, say, other countries are, baby, we are sick and now maybe I want to focus on the vision and me out the next 20 years where we want to get to in Alaska. Won't leadership space, won't mean live so political parties are consciously, trying to build next line of leaders, a large pool. So me select people from. They train them, they equip them with the parties, ideological way, and a more general economic policy outline. More strategically, I design in the next 20 years. And you build the next line of leaders. equipping them with certain requisite, your friend saying a lot, integrity, and your friend is saying moral judgment, your friend competence, intelligence, and whole lot. So at the end of the day, when you have a large pool, it's so easy to select from that large pool, and you will not even create room for people asabi or integrity say anywhere close to your friend saying to the presidency. My the United States of America. Maybe about elections and so take your time.
Right.
United States of America. Sesia Manoka saying, Denver, your friend district, your friend court. Iowa, Colorado in the United States of America. There is a suit that has been filed against Trump. Say, when an involvement in the 6th January insurrection course in the US now, what demonstrated clearly say or incited violence against the Constitution, against the people of Ghana, the people of America, during the elections, and so okay, really be a course or more invaded the Capitol Hill. Then I say for no, such a personal or this place are near man and you're ready enough. Say obey American president to be. These people are praying on the court to say, you disqualify Trump. Said in a bid, said 2024, or by president, you disqualify no. Because near what done a D Abra elections no course, no, and speaking well of somebody who want to lead the highest office in the United States of America. They may pick it from destiny, say integrity are very key in whoever seeking to lead a country. And these are key elements that you must put premium on. And yes, sir, nasa woye mistake. Now you look at the other side of it. Nipano osika, Nipano will say, and the key and the fundamental things we should be looking at from a leader. And one for when you and so Alaska, you may end up putting a monster at the Jubilee House.
A monster.
Oh yes. Because if it is about me, it is about musica, it is about Chrome had a more popular, a more mantra, no. About my brother, me hear musica, me, but we are Baba Trosu, we are. You who say, among Casacra, here, my musica chain here for no more, my no. Oh, yeah, so that rhetoric now over the years, and then I drive a conversation who becomes president. Because I've listened to a lot of conversations where people even emerge. I'll catch us on a way, Brabba and a wabo. Now we, Sukonoma, we know for Alaska. And no any characteristics are yashe frobi muna obra obiabo. It is about nipo betimias size great moral character. Nipa our experience, nipa our conviction, strong conviction asabi. Obetimia aba na nhihye na asefo na egu ho no. Obetimia toto maako nipa bia all what it takes. Putting right people at right position and ensuring say systems and institutions are in place. And say nipa bia beko contrary to any of them, no, that person will be punished. Sabeye nipa de besu nyansa. Say it me establish sa nema way. Na say who say this is what Ghana need. And these are the things that we want to do in the next 10-20 years. Alaska, you be who how you be build the leaders. And then political parties as well. I don't believe in this idea of political parties yenjai the fate to in their hands. Say political parties should just appoint who lead them as a forum.
Okay.
Political parties are saying public institutions. So the public have a stake in it because the very moment obey a party obi adabedi or mine so no, the public must have a vested interest in that party. So whoever emerges as a leader in that particular party, no, the possibility of that person becoming president is high. So the public must have a stake and interest in it. So Alaska, what are political parties doing in ensuring at least they will create, they will nurture, they will train, they will mentor people in their next line of leadership succession? What will be that? We've monetized the political arena in such a way, say whoever is likely to emerge. So the whole political arena has been monetized. So it is about the highest bidder. If you can bid high, you win. And I think I have listened to a lot of commentary also around this MPP elections. Those delegates in Sikana and so forth. Anti-political parties in it. Yes, there is this argument of NDC and MPP. Alaska. I keep telling people, I'm a realist. I don't want to deal with fictions and then as a forum. Let us deal with the issues. You can't run away from the fact that the NDC, the MPP still remain a potent force in our political defense system. You can't just with a word of mouth throw them away. You can't just ignore the fact that NDC and MPP can continue to rule this country. That is a reality you cannot throw away.
They have the numbers.
Unless you are a coward and you just want to blow away your friends' reality and immerse yourself in fiction. So if there is a problem, we can equally enter into these political parties, and what we think that is not going right way, it can be fixed. And also there can be an advocacy. Public a vested stake in how political parties choose their leaders, because nipa na party no choose no. So political party can just go sit anywhere and bring any joker up. By the time you realize the person is president. So if that is the case, mechanisms ben ayedi gu to check these things. Political parties anya hwe nipa ebetimi form whatever arrangement be omudi gu home aba nipa na pia bonten anya kokoduru so obedi president no. Nasabi some things go on. I'm a pruning nipa because my culture say it's not just about legally whether the person has your friend saying legal intricacies be preventing to become president, but my culture say morality, principles, integrity, these are key values. We a leader, it should be at your core. You cannot say me bomb life biya not sabi my baba a leader. That is why the last time I told you say I was so shocked when the MPP Council of Elders say yeah vetting vetting approving leaders, and Kennedy Agyapong appear before a vetting, and nipa who is supposed to be a very experienced person. Nipa said, "We want him dear matter politician who so munim yansa." But say, reviewing all the rhetorics in some Akoso Okroma, and they will conclude that this guy qualifies to run for president. I think that is an insult to everybody. Because your political landscape is so dirty, so I fear to the extent say just kagumsa anybody at all. Maybe sabi. We are complaining about how bad Akufo-Addo has managed this country. Right. We are amping for the best. We are not amping for just anything. No, we are amping for the best. And leadership, the key component, certain key values, integrity, strong conviction, so now if these are the options we are being served, I ask, are we serious as a country? That is why I make Kenya free. And me back into this particular election course over the weekend. Come what may, somebody will emerge.
Very well.
But no big time saying this, I condemn you, Munina, anti Opache say, Obian who qualify now. That is not what I said. Mekase, so we have Akufo-Addo first conducted over the years. No Kufo car na, or the budget power, no copakisi who Akufo-Addo cofa car now, but Tinamuno. Or the car na copemaco rat, the Cheroma car, then why you fear to the sense, driver, mate, your passengers or Muguka, Numina, or the fear can be and Ghanaians at this particular point, because I know a lot of people who campaign for MPP and they are out there singing another song. I'm not sure say you can be an MPP more than he is.
Sure.
Professor Adey, I'm not sure you can be MPP more than he is. A+ and other people. These were people who play a crucial role in Akufo-Addo becoming president. But upon a sober reflection, they've realized that no, this is not the MPP we bargained for. So if the universal commentary say Akufo-Addo government has failed, not just in rhetorics, but in practical terms, because if you look at the economy, the way a manner of things have played out, the only this thing as way I'll bet me conclude is that the government has actually failed. So if you are a party and you want to resurrect such a political party, gain public confidence and trust Alaska, you have to strategically manage your selection when it comes to who lead the party. That is why I was telling you, sir, and I was looking at somebody who is a bit disconnected from this establishment.
Okay.
And such candidates, popping up in the person of your friend saying, in the person of former energy minister, and then I said for Alaska, when you listen to people, that is when you get insight into Oman perspective, how they see politics, governance, and the whole thing. Matthias and Alaska, they presented nothing but rich knowledge, fresh ideas, strong personality, strong moral character, and strong moral judgment. These are people Wasabi. Saying MPP saw the need, say, Yamasa uncle for a medi vehicle, Nima. I'm telling you, sir, and MPP going to the next election, will be a force to reckon with. Because I didn't say now I can't find because these are people who are sidelined, they were not part of it, but So we see some conversation there Koswa. To me, I was a bit convinced, especially with some of them, some are no more and even though we kasa keke enough, but in politics and ya sekana ya magicians no ko robi team. It is about some maybe free nipa na no ne nyama bia wo do wani behu no. And then obejina so as a building blocks. Now they are building whatever this thing bia wo bia. So I think that these people demonstrated enough. I was hoping say and can the MPP from Panifo no but saw the need strategically, you know, how dirty this party has become. No, there is the need for us to shift. But you see, political establishment have no respect for the people. Nipa na egu grounds no. Obi te soro ha omubu ese nyina ye moa. That is how they see us. They see us these are idiots. Omo kasa keke. And you know, it doesn't matter the ebeye bia, they will accept it. And I think say that is the motivation for these guys omo pushing these guys on us. Because I ask her, how come? And obi te say and don't get it wrong. So we be vice president and you by force change and be president.
That's right.
Because Trump your friend say the former vice president Mark Pence. Now he was tooling to be president and as we lead the Republican Party. Now no don't want to also born empire and assessment here who say this is not his time.
Right.
And you know or packers in China and hoping so bit support will be. So it is not by force or be the vice president changing but yet we. But Sanka, we live in an environment where there is some kind of mutual respect existing between the citizens and those who are governing us. I am not sure say Dr. Bawumia, looking at his track record and Nema Waye and in Sama Waka. Now where we are today, no Alaska, I am not sure Senko no ankasa kura no betimi atanasa ka say Ghana for nto abamame na me president. For what reason? Because he has been part and parcel of this administration, which is proud to be the most horrible government in our recent times. President na ankasa agye atum se wa faili. Ose Ghana for boss obi foforo no obeba no eba be edan eba beje Ghana because already we na adwuma. The guy has failed and I'm telling you say failure no enye indented in just rhetoric say dey no kaka say why. If you go to the grounds and you look at how our economy yatete pansam ene na se for no ma ene na me hwe TV and I mete say one guy be say oh we know how to bring economy back. We don't know how to bring people's back, but we know how, because when you say fetch upgrade Ghana from your friends are restricted way to CCC and you know the economy is doing better. Let me say these are people who say be more school. Say oh yeah there you have to be a bit analytical. Now when you kakra na won hwese the Mexico before you pass such judgment. Alaska that particular upgrade now ba no artificial.
That's right. Because
you see am no ka say officially we have declared bankruptcy. Debt servicing you suspended. We are not paying our debt. Even domestically those owned by government has been suspended. So it's a one nekabia and again we are the time IMF a promise and say oh my 3 billion so obviously the economy will look a bit but it does not reflect the actual because nkofono paso mo beji omusika sesi a alaska dey na bele we were to say ekuro esika yatwa na the bandage akachechire so na moja no emma na wa hye white shirt aguso na wo de nam kurom na watade yefe na so wonye na sa bandage ni sane a amanfo ni be ba mo ho so no na white shirt ni nyina ye moja telling the real state say sa wonam ni nyina the kuro na nam a krona yadenam na yakata so. So that is the reality. So the promise Bawumia made, you go word by words. We were borrowing recklessly. And now me no ka say your debt way portfolio jina saying. Your debt to your GDP jina saying hovering around 90 to 100% in our history.
GDP that's 103%.
Exactly. That is where we are today. And this is a guy who promised. I say yeah bobo siando. And Alaska, the most interesting aspect of this whole conversation is Bosiana Yabono, me jaw more 40 minutes. See, I said, Bobo, near my yard is Abosiana Ya, will not be modin.
Oh, no.
Will not be bodia ever corresponded to the amount of money we've borrowed. Sesia Monoka say, or manager Padia, ya won united, the Sisia come. Aya founder hold on Sebi hoping sen kebet me generate sikaka krama no aya esla na na se for no ma e wo ho sen ka editua we are betting the contractors and as for Sabaya, independent power producers and Sabia Monsabako music and as for you collateralize all this to the sense that even get fund has been collateralized.
So yet to be clear, yes, you can develop infrastructure. Purpose into your
agenda 88, you know, our heaven, Alaska, agenda 111. So there is absolutely nothing to show for. Now, gauge way against the promises that Dr. Bawumia Enyaya. So to me, he cannot disconnect himself from Nema Akufo-Addo and then someone promising Ghana for a stable currency, you know, and they said this here from 4 cities to 11 cities to 12 cities, and there. Obibeka said from 2015, 2016 to and you don't expect the dollar to remain the same. Yes, I admit it. But Alaska, look at the increment. Look at the increment. Because it will be insane for us. Dollar not Kennedy minty, because that would obviously not be a reasonable argument to make. But the thing is, look at the rate of increment, you know. Now I said the economy in the city and Ghana, so now have a be economy in the man. Now look at some of you can say about creating new manti and your BIA. I listened to John Boadu and I think I tackled that particular thing on your platform.
That's right.
Yeah, about be a new mama Buswamo be and your BIA. Ghana for Mubenya BIA to the stance of what causes a Togo for and Nigeria for. This is a politician in Ghana making such childish, your friend is saying, commentaries on big platforms. At that time, no, not Ghana for no Yankasao. So you see, this is how these people see us. Omo free say politics na a joke be airing na be na yase send nipa guso, and you know they can just say anything and get away with it.
Okay, I'm a yentia no.
Na say Juma asam na ye ka new patriotic party programs are ye die gu ho no e bedu baabi no ye be kra go for fiama no ne no mo be ye Juma organa amani am famu no mi aminim dudu na mo Juma na gu mi aminim dudu na mo Juma no ayedai agu se obi a wa Juma no and she will hear a new photo. Yan, you see, a business for Abba. As you say, Sabio Munumano and Sieno. You shall dear my Kayano.
All right.
And she said, I dear Grand Babano. They say, Yan
okay.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP. The future is bright. The future is bright under Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP.
Alaska, and somehow also Kroma. So just imagine you're a politician and you are talking to an intelligent people. Now, okay, can't say when you know we know economy no receipt I want money. I had in Alaska conviction ben obenya. So we in the panel said we were ferry. Me ferry there pound in now. Me hana say money. Me I won't even put myself forward. Exactly. Now the most dangerous thing is about a shameless group of people. Now we did to me a show, monsa. Because answer na federal about this, you must be analytical.
Okay.
Now what tells that Martians ya me nipa bang and I said be ancient anymore. Now what tells na but these are people without shame. They have no respect for the ordinary people. And to join platforms and some can on him say nyansa nim, but obey how to go. Yet TV okumase. You see a baba yet. Hostels, Amakaya ye.
That's right.
So let us do any intellectual discourse for this particular promise you make ye. Kaya ye for your first hostels. Alaska then the kaya ye ba.
Unemployment.
It's a byproduct of massive unemployment situation, which has forced a lot of young people with prospects in the north. I omo move from mufie. I yanama. Obi shobi no ho ye fe. Obi wo future. Obi wo talent. But economic incentive no opportunity be any home man and we free no man nchen e north abaye slave e Kumase ona no pa or some pine beti akwaraketo betimi swap pine from anopa kosi anwumre for the obedinti. Now let's go. We a politician. Your job is to ensure say you create job opportunities for these people. You don't promise them say Messi hostel amamo. So they should continue to kaya yesa kopins ombewu.
They should continue to do what?
Oh kaya yesa. Alaska.
But you know say Bawumia mami we no. Bawumia top pants. Come at the man no mo line it up. E woni mami yi asisha. E wa brand one.
Alaska, can you blame them? These are people that hope. These are people who are broken. These are people say they don't even know what is in for them tomorrow. Exactly. On that particular score, Alaska, you lose. So that was why I'm for say you to Ama and no money respect me. There are never be how we are every respect that I have for you. We just vanish just like that because Alaska. How can you say you build hostel for Kayaye people when you know say the root cause unemployment? So at least North Hokrano. Yes, share about and I say for just put up a company and I say some way be now my certain age range from 19 to way years. What I said we want to be unconsuming why I say no, this is a safe haven for you. But never pay be at least. Oh, Alaska. What we have a born no so. Ghana politics not tear pansam. That is why some of these people Alaska. So we are vice president. Bawumia Daniel is critical because we testing power. And as a vice president, all the resources in as a phone, and whatever that you intend doing, you can do to support and help these people. But he couldn't do anything. I'm an economy not tear pansam ne. Na ya ba bedru ebia. Bawumia today is tooling to be president, and as if say nothing has happened, the media, everybody is just giving him a hype. Bawumia, that's our mind. Now share the same person in Sabian for the next 4 years, and now Alaska, whom do you blame? And we will go to church and pray to God, say, and economy, dio, and they say, our destinies, our yankasa yansem, but you continually reward individuals are deserve power with power. And Makato said the most dangerous thing to do is to arm a fool with political power. Oh, Alaska, if you arm a fool with political power, baby, oba awu dia with a hono. A hono be Fred dance, abe dia sa. Baby, oba udia with a whole tinusua. You need people to comfort and to console you, At that point, in this, I need only nyansa would to me a man. No, I feel no Fred dance say, yeah, mama sanjini. Because you see, they have lost touch with the reality. All they see is wealth and the kind of power you've given to them. They don't care. There is a huge disconnect between them and the people. That voted them. Because we see, and most of politicians in Ghana see the electorate as just tools, as tools. Even when parties are in opposition, look at the kind of how close some of the top brass, they are to the people on the ground. Oh yeah, but power they disconnect themselves because at this time water has found its level. That is the kind of relationship I build the So Alaska, politics are a serious business. People until say you better who say. And say your party near and the 2 minutes check a party nankasa must begin to build systems and institutions in place. A bit me boa amaya wine and what it takes to lead people because Babia Ghana do no Alaska and then back to Kennedy Agyapong. I have listened to a lot of discourse. That's right. Lawyer for not failure. Book for na failure, way for na failure, and maybe I be drew dear ye entrepreneur, ye hear Kennedy Agyapong and as a for Alaska. And you see, Kennedy Agyapong, obia ye nimno. And all of a sudden, with all his characteristics, what popping up on the political arena, then you may want to consider him for president. Because some of these character traits here over the years, is ye know who ye, let's say ye know who ye, or young demonstrators are never young who ye. Obviously, you may want to consider him because Obaka was about the Onankasa in business as a successful person like Trump in the US as a forum.
I found the past 7,000.
That is the fact. But Alaska, the reality is presidency it go beyond. And let me also tell you this: Ghana politicians open people back one ni yemiye pa Kennedy Agyapong ka ho.
Right.
Obetimi aye obi papa obedwin ho won tiase, and I'm saying this because I know obi a oboa no and nipa no just went close to him kind of problem chere no Alaska the way he helped that person, you know, it was surprising.
Wow.
Yes. So when it comes to those things, me, I don't hate anybody, but I will just lay the fact. But Alaska, to be president, you know, it's a different thing altogether. To be president, you know, you are committed the might of the state to your hands, and in doing so, you know, that person must present certain characteristics in an for no masabi. Everyone upon the dimu. This is our leader. But somebody who is erratic, somebody who is unpredictable, somebody who is emotionally unstable, somebody who is very violent, very aggressive, and inciting violence against people in this country, somebody who is so vitriolic, say, what do you be at them? Oh, Kroma say. And if you listen to the tape, we are made the man and some on the Afia Schwarzenegger or can't fast, I get no one. You see, don't just listen to Asabno Kake. Namum, the intent behind in Semna or Kano. That is who he really is.
And the Yamobiana.
Oh, I bet him Yabo.
Right. And the Tabe Yanchi, na Kennedy Agyapong, on the F1 Schwarzenegger, Yanchi, and Nayafe. And out of 92. Yeah. Yanchi. Right.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Alaska
should go and test because I'm not doing no Boko Tokoroa. Omoko Tunisia or tested positive for HIV. Now the boyfriend in it back on.
Right. Life on the radio, I'm talking 92 point. Mama Yeti.
Go and test. Now me person me catch a flash nigga say, "Whoa, girl, I mean me trianaka. Omo kofa unoma delay. Okofa unoma rubber bag. And what do go broni bi or King's Hotel. And I began call South Africa. Oba, ufi of 4 years to super bonnie. Okofa Morocco need drug dealer you shoot to no. Then you came back to Ghana. Delay. And the kofa unoma shake rubber bag. Now the house girl I found a free a classic Robert and one for rubber bag never. A useless girl like you. You see, we've made politics so cheap. Ain't in a way. Ashawuni I would take Diana City. Ebo Ashawu. Now or to Diana City walk around. Name more time to go money down. Wait. Now more politics are cheap. Now me catch her of media. I'll go down to her level and deal with it. So when you want. On you ready. And also if you're doing Gaza, Abua Kwasian, the Matia and Abuso. For Bibi Brasso, Kennedy Agyapong, why you say? This is the Americans or HIV. I dare her to go and test. They say not the boyfriend Amadou Turi. Amadou Turi tested positive for HIV. So, a flash.
Right.
Alaska. So, Nipa na yekana semene he went ahead to say Obafun. That particular statement, you know, it mean a lot. You see, some people how country were not okay, but there are some there were munu and a upuba one thing. Alaska, we are talking about the highest office of this particular country. They saw the umbilical cord of Obia will be connected to that particular person. And can we hand over Ghana in the future and in destiny, you know, into the hands of a person like this? What do Obia tem Chrome has say? Attracting Obia from judges to one your friend is saying journalists and as a forum. I'm a swally case here. I can mint Chrome can say on the cool I'm swally because we have no evidence. But with him, this is a guy. They've been doing this thing operation for quite a long time, and Wayama affecting other victims. And Alaska, Obia this idea no. You want to know who you dealt with because Bessia Menoka say announce a man from Oshano who he really is. So putting his picture on way no, I know the day you may not be involved, but what one man at time for? So do you know that? And the implication is Obikwati no Okuni. So you cannot isolate yourself from this. And there are a lot that we can sit here where he says, Erasmus Donkos and wine, or no, your president, and they will build the hell out of him. Alaska, you see, this whole thing is so nasty enough for us to even sit here and discuss if you want to hand over political power to Obia, Kennedy Agyapong. I think we see that particular conversation, should be it should not be a non-starter. If we are really hoping saying your politics, decent politics, the kind of future, Ghanaian dream, no. Alaska. Maybe he could be a worthy way, but character what demonstrated over the years, Ghana for who know, never be a Alata. He's so unpredictable, and I'm not sure say any reasonable person will just sit somewhere and vote and say Mekotoba Kennedy Agyapong. If the MPP mistakenly by accident, vote mana. Ask yourself, say, in academia, who will go to the polls? Kennedy Agyapong in that paper. So now Koko Johnson Ottoman. That would be an insult to one kasa. Oh, I'm telling you.
It will be an insult to
oh, come on, Alaska. Just a be a free China never Kruma, but what's no Kruma? Now Nema Daddy. Now we know who he really is. Even Parliament can crack away. And you see, there is this argument he speaks for people. Listen. MPP way and team. Unim dinta no nekono. Stephen team.
That's right.
Okay. Abaya Sasana Yafana Yatoma Yaho. Then he went and paid for the same Abaya Sasi as a parliamentary onunimo. Young Tom Biaman or no. Then he went haywire. And the bizarre Sasas and Tom and Cabatinka. Sasa Sida or Kamasem no Sankaya Yatomana and Cabatinka.
Okay, Yanti.
Okay.
Na one good one gune. The same way NDC for and then more MPP for Bamutas, NDC for Papi. It can't show our life. Who's until some full first class. In team, also a chairman, or everyone a chairman. Who are a chairman? In team, young family, me see one weekly, me lips. What are your teams were? Oh, that's your so Mama Sassy. I will CSR, but Yaka receipts. Me make up me person, Mamunti, me person. If I have friends, CSR, was us, young family. No family, and young cigar. In team, come and you catch them, say. Many police are CDB. Now we find a place. Wow. Yeah.
Alaska. So, whenever it is about him, and then artists of Boom, and quite recently, I say, GRU for Aquatan and the Dran, or say, Jessica. Do you know the number of people at GRU for Aquatan or Mojiska Okroma say? Do you know the number of people? So, until Zeko Pim Nankasano, everybody was quiet on it. Right. So, you see, as people, no, I don't have interest in any of these things. We really have to be very, very, very serious as people. Now, liberty politics, no, beyond emotions and your friends saying extreme partisan conveniences and those things. Now, you can't tell them who say your destiny as a young Kasa and some. Yeah, politics. Let us do serious politics because we must be jokers to sit somewhere and be debating the possibility of Kennedy Agyapong becoming president. It's a joke. So it's a joke.
So among the four, to you, Rana said you want by.
But Alaska, you see, the MPP over the years it presented itself as a some kind of elitist party.
Right.
Party, I they are catching for they say over the years, but the Kufuor era na buy na. Some amount for back you know, or when you say on the stage, you know, and some people like Kennedy Agyapong who say, now say, Uncle I'm on a PhD, and as for baby didn't say, then me too, I can do better. That is why I only an idea and free you.
Me and my coach go and dumping.
Exactly. Say, Uncle for your failure, but in the common sense, I go mine.
Very well.
And see the question is, so baby or mine cocoa through now. The best thing the MPP could have done, and I make a choice, say those people who were not directly connected to this establishment.
Right.
Those are the people. And you see, even 4 years more, he's a fine gentleman and so forth. Because the question is, it's not just about why, it is about Nipano de Neba. Will you be able to convince Ghanaians? Because Bawumia, I think that the die is cast on him already. So what the Bawumia ban, Sembe no ba, I convince Ghana for. Kennedy Agyapong, the difficulty isn't about your friends or not as a Kennedy, but the Subane Nema Wadana Dino.
And
Luna.
But apart from that,
no, because in some now he appeared to be talking for Ghanaians very often, and he has done a lot of things. For instance, Ghana for Mukoka Lebanon in Asifo. He did a presentation for some people or 37 in Asifo Hospital. I think there some way you Musi. You see,
and he has helped people.
He has helped people, and I'm telling you, sir, I know somebody. He is good, but when it comes to presidency, it's a serious business. And quite often, conducting Alaska, you cannot sit anywhere and have a justification there. You want to be president. That is why when it comes to Onode, I don't have any issue with him.
Right.
But he wanting to be president, and I say the stakes are quite high. The fact that Kufuor about cheap in the political landscape, I'm the veil of reverence. On the president because those days, we share the presidency. I said we are pneumonia as a form, by unless our banatia to form. I'm a Sabia one son and as a phone and the money. And to be a free sale, Sabi, I have for Sao be a bit Kobe. Now, and yes, I net here. Yeah, as a people, no, we have a duty to elevate the veil. Na yam fankata ni mubiem. Na look precious and look good for us. Na yes, I perform intino obia kekesa because no character and nema na elections your muye obomba kwantense mo keka na as a phone.
I just said, Mammy Bisa.
Alaska, Maka's presidency is a serious business.
Right.
And we cannot be joking and toying with it.
Right. Live on your radio out on 92.3. That was Ivan Che Innocence, a social activist and a political analyst. Me and a creative win the man in Tim as any account. I a political